What is up guys, it's your boy Solam here, back with another classic WoW hardcore video. So hardcore has been out for about 3.5 weeks now, moving into 4 weeks, or has it just been 3? Dude, time has been going so weirdly, and has absolutely been flying. But today I want to take this video and talk about my personal journey on hardcore classic WoW, talk about my plans beforehand, how they have changed a little bit, and just go through what I have done so far on hardcore. So over here, you can see my account, you can see the characters I have, what level they are, and let's talk about that. So right now I'm still playing on Stitches. We have a guild going on Stitches called Immortality that anyone can join. So if you're playing on Stitches, you're playing Alliance, and you want to have a guild, feel free to join. It's a casual type of guild, just focusing on leveling, having fun, and doing some dungeons together as well. So personally, I have a level 60, that is the Warlock right here. I think I was the world 6th level Warlock on hardcore. And I've started leveling some alts. As you can see, we have a level 31 druid right here. That is technically my main alt, if you will, but I'm leveling in a 3-man party with 2 of my friends, so we're just taking our time, having fun, going through the levels, doing dungeons, and focusing just on having fun. So I'm not like speed leveling this guy, and I have a level 20 rogue that I'm playing by myself when my friends are not online, because the druid, because we are a 3-man party, and we're leveling as friends, we're trying to just level together all the time. So when we're not playing together, we have separate alts to levels. I have a level 20 rogue right here, which I just did dead mines on yesterday, got absolutely no loot, but we did dead mines. And I have a level 12 warrior, 13 mage, and 12 paladin. And my thought process here was to just smack out those low levels, get out of Westfall, or get out of Elvin, and into Westfall and Lochmodan, and just get the boring levels out of the way, and then start stacking rested experience. Because at level 12 plus, leveling takes about 1 hour per level, and getting rested actually means quite a bit. So for me, I want to try to have every class at level 60 on hardcore, and I feel like this is a good way to do it long term. Now technically I guess I should have more alts as well, like a hunter somewhere, a priest somewhere, and just try to have every class level 12 plus, but for now this is what it looks like, and I'm pretty happy with what it looks like. In terms of what I'm leveling first, I'm still playing the Warlock a little bit. I'm going to focus on getting the Druid to level 60 with my friends, and I'm going to get the Rogue to level 60. Fun fact, I have never actually leveled up a Rogue or a Warrior in Classic WoW, so doing it for the first time on hardcore is definitely interesting. And I'll say this, for the Rogue, it's more fun than I was expecting to play as a rogue, but it's also different. I have to sit down and eat between pulls, which I wasn't really expecting, especially not this often. And first aid is also really important, not just because of survival, but because of uptime, so you don't have to drink, eat or drink all the time. So first aid was really impactful, even having potions really impactful, and when I was level 17, pulling a level 19 mob could sometimes be kind of scary. If he crit me twice and parried some of my attacks, it would be a very scary situation, especially if my gouge also fails. But yeah, leveling alts has been really fun. For the level 60, I can log into the level 60 right now and you can see my progress, but I don't have that much level 60 gear, but I have done more level 60 content than I was expecting to do. Basically, going into hardcore, my plan was just to get to level 60, farm a bunch of gold, and start leveling alts. But over time, well, actually on day 1 of being 60, those plans changed, because I was invited to do Upper Blackrock Spire and Dire Maul, and being the dumbass that I am, I couldn't say no. So I was just like, hey, you know, let me just risk it for the biscuit, do some level 60 content, and just see what happens. I'm kind of happy that I did, but also we had 2 close calls, and I think I'll be uploading those as videos as well for the future. One of them was very close, and I was so scared, I was sure I was going to die, but here we are alive, and I don't really know how worth it was to do those dungeons, because I basically got no loot, but I got some, not these hands, but is it these ones? Yeah, the ones I'm using from Dire Maul East, from Severim Thornhoof. These ones have more stamina than my old ones that you can see right here, but these ones had 22 spell power. These ones only have 19, but I think I value that stamina quite highly. So yeah, stamina, pretty huge. And we got this necklace from Dire Maul West as well. Apart from those 2, I don't think I got too much loot from those dungeons, did I? Well, we got this from Lower Blackhawk Spire, which is actually not that bad, Iron Weave Bracers, because they have a bunch of armor, a bunch of stamina, and also a bunch of intellect. Apart from those, I really didn't get much loot, because I don't know why, but the tank and healer got absolutely decked out, because it kept dropping tank loot and healer loot. So for me, I was kind of unlucky, but that's fine. We managed to get some quests complete. I have the Trindlehaven staff as well, that I could be using at some point, but I think the Soul Harvester that I have for my Warlock quest is simply better. But doing those dungeons, I got to do a bunch of quests, which gave me some raw gold, which I can do later down the line, and doing Upper Blackhawk Spire also gave me a follow-up to do this one, this raid. Well, not upper, we did LBRS, yeah, LBRS, so we did LBRS, and now we got a quest to do Upper Blackhawk Spire as well through the raid, right? Which can actually give me a really good trinket. So you have these trinkets right here, which is pretty insane. So Eye of the Beast, for example, Mark of Tyranny, and Blackhand's Breath. And also 8.6 gold right there as well from raw gold. So I've done more level 60 content than I was expecting to do. I've done Lower Blackhawk Spire twice, and I've done every single wing of the Dire Maul twice as well, which was really fun. I've never done tribute runs before in Classic WoW, and doing it for the first time on hardcore was interesting, let's put it that way. I'll put up the video from the first tribute run on YouTube very soon, so you can see that one in the full entirety, because that is where I had the close call, and I'm not gonna spoil it too much, so look forward for that video. But at level 60, I've done those dungeons, and I have farmed some gold, even though it doesn't look like it right here, because I only have 17 gold, and I only have 50 gold in total on this account, but I store all of my gold on a secondary account, where I have bank characters that I'm going to show you right now. But also my plan is to never have more gold in my bags than I need to, because you can die at any point. One bad pull, one bad mistake means you can die. So for me, every time I get over 20 gold, I try to send everything away, or everything over 20 gold, to a bank. And that bank I am personally keeping in Ironforge, because I saw 2 dead bank characters in Stormwind. I don't know how they died, but that really freaked me out. So the second I saw that, I went to the tram and just put all of my bank characters in Ironforge. So without further ado, because I have been focusing a lot of gold making content on this channel, especially for hardcore too, I think it's time to show you what my gold making journey has been like so far. Okay, so here we are on my bank account, which currently has about 4 separate characters with items on them that I'm going to go through. Well, actually only 3 of them are worth going through, so I'll go through them right now. This is my main bank, where I send all of the things that I'm trying to sell on the auction house. And as you can see, once again, we don't have too much gold. I only have 20 gold in total on this account as well, plus 49 gold on the other one. So I only have 70 gold. I'm actually poor. But what I'm doing is trying to put all of my gold into items, and I went on a big purchasing spree not that long ago. So let's just check out what I have on the auction house as well super quick. So for auctions, we have a bunch of crystals, but Staff of Jordan, and oh, Warden staff actually sold. It only sold for 129 gold, but it's been going down every single day, and I'm buying some things right now that I think can have bigger upside potential than this one. So yeah, I'm happy. There were way too many of them on the auction house anyway, so let me just Warden staff, see if they all sold. No, 129, 129, 138. Yeah, no, I'm kind of happy with that sale. So that is 129 gold coming in right there. And we also have a Staff of Jordan. Now this one, it doesn't say right here, I don't know why, but I bought it on the auction house for 120 gold. So as long as I can sell it for more, I'm making a profit. But also while leveling, me and my duo partner, we found 4 epics, which is way more than we should have found while leveling. We found a Warden staff, so the one I'm selling right here, I bought and resold myself, but I've sold one before as well. I'm gonna see if that shows on TSM. It would be cool if it shows on TSM. Warden staff. Yeah, as you can see, one of them sold previously for 190 gold. That one we split, so me and my duo partner, we found 4 epics, like I said, and we split all the gold from those epics. So we found the Warden staff, we also found a Flurry axe. Let me see if we have any TSM data on that one. Actually, there's none on the auction house for the Flurry axe, but I think I sold the Flurry axe for 200 gold plus. And we also found a glowing Brightwood staff, which right now is selling for 150 gold, and as you can see, we have sold one for 236, which once again, we split the gold 50-50, and we found a sword called Destiny, which is also not on the auction house, but we sold that one for about 120 gold, I believe. So yeah, just passively from finding epics while leveling, we made about 600 gold, split 2 ways, so 300 gold each, which is not that bad. And also, I've been farming. So I've been farming Devil's Sword Leather, as you can see right here. I've already sold 40 of them for a median price of 4.2 gold each, so that is about 170 gold-ish from Devil's Sword Leather, and I still have 78 in my bags. Some of them I bought, but most of them I farmed, and the reason why I'm not selling them right now is because they're simply too cheap. Devil's Sword Leather, right? As you can see, they're selling for 2.4. Personally, I think that's too cheap. They were down at 1.6, at which point I bought a couple, but 2.4 still sounds too cheap to me, and it's like, I'm kind of just gonna wait until it goes up, or until I have to sell them to get some gold to put into other items. But yeah, as you can see here, 2.1. Some of them are listed for 2.1, and it's a 10 stack. Actually, oh shit, if I had 21 gold right now, I would literally buy this stack, but I don't have 21 gold. I can bid. You know, I can't even bid, can I? Oh my days, I'm so poor. Yeah, if I could bid on this one and get 10 of them for 1.99 each, I would, and there's 2 hours left. That is another tip for anyone who's watched so far into the video. Look for things on the auction house that has like a really cheap bid and like less than 2 hours left on the timer. Just try to bid. In this case, I would save 2 gold just by bidding. Well, almost 3 gold just by bidding instead of buying out. In which case, that's a lot of gold saved, and you can make some decent profit as well. So that is character number 1, where I'm storing all of the random bullshit that I get while leveling, and all of the Devil's Sword Leather. I've also been storing the epics on this guy and selling the epics. Let me check the bank if I have anything useful. I simply don't think I do. I also have a couple of mails on this guy, because once again I'm sending everything I get to this guy as I level, but it's mostly just random leveling stuff. And for the bank, we have a bunch of swiftness potions that I'm trying to send to my alt. I wanted to have 1 on every single alt while I'm leveling. We have a large opal. Actually, I've found an arcane crystal as well and sold that one too. Yeah, just a lot of random stuff you usually gotta get while leveling. So let's go on to character number 2, which is where we start doing some investments. So on Gold Guide, this was my first investment character. And yeah, by the way, if you want to know about all of my investments, including the ones I'm not showing here and the ones I'm not talking about, check out my gold guide for Hardcore Classic WoW and Fresh Classic WoW when that comes out. They're both in the same place, so you can buy one guide and get all the Classic WoW content, which you can check out in the description down below. So for this guide, this is where I've been buying a bunch of the things that I think will go up in price later down the line, including the bank right here, and let's just check it out. So you can see I've been buying elemental water. We have 136 of them so far, and we have been buying them for about 5 silver each, which right now the price is going up and down, fluctuating a bit, but they're vendoring for 4. So I'm like, if I can get them for 5, that is 1 silver above vendor price, I think it has massive upside potential. And same thing with the rugged hides. These ones are always fluctuating between 6 silver and 20 silver, so I'm trying to buy them while they're cheap. And as you can see, I've been buying 444 of them for 9 silver each. They're down to 6 again, so I'm going to go back and keep buying. I'm just doubling down on this one, because the region market value average is 40 silver, and as more people get to level 60, start scaling up leatherworking, they need rugged hides, and people are going to drop skinning as well, right? People right now have skinning for raw gold, huge supply of this item, but eventually people are going to drop skinning, pick up a crafting profession like engineering, alchemy, leatherworking, whatever, and they then need these rugged hides for the cured rugged hides, which usually sell for a very hefty price. So for me, it's just like right now the supply is high, demand is low, and eventually that's going to shift to where the supply is low and demand is high. So for me, I'm just buying them. We also have Heart of Fire. So this one I've been buying for pretty much every single price I can find. You can see the lowest one 28 silver, highest one 74, medium price 55, and then now down to about 40 to 50. I'm usually buying every single one under 45 silver each, so I think I'll just go back on my bank character and keep buying some after making this video. We've also bought some elemental fires, which we have bought for 40 silver each on average, and they are now 45, so small profit already on that one. And we have been buying some small flame sacks. Now all of these items, elemental fire, heart of fire, and small flame sack, I don't expect to go up in price until more people get to level 60 and start doing molten core. I haven't really seen a single molten core raid on EU so far, so I feel like the demand is very low, supply is kind of high, but eventually that is going to change as well. Even though raiding isn't for everyone, we have at least 3 raiding guilds on EU, so I feel like the supply, the demand I mean, should be going up at some point. Now, I've saved the best character for last. I've saved the character that has the most value at least for last, and that is Buymore. Now Buymore is a bank name that I've had for quite a while, and I'm really happy I got it on hardcore too, because I didn't save the name, I just picked it up last week. But here we go, a lot of the same things. You can see Rugged Hides, Heart of Fire. I really do have faith in Heart of Fire, so I'm trying to buy as many of those as possible. But also we have 2.5 stacks of Black Lotus, which we have been buying for about 10, 11 and 12 gold each. And as you can see, the price has been going down a bit, but I don't really care too much. I'm going to keep doubling down on this investment, and this one is pretty much the same thing as everything else. Right now the supply is high, demand is low. People don't want to buy a Black Lotus and a Petri Flask while leveling, but at level 60, spending 50 gold for a flask can literally save your character, and right now we have 10 layers. So 10 layers means a high supply of Black Lotus, and right now demand is very low. What's going to happen over time is demand goes up. And we're not going to have 10 layers forever, so as layers start collapsing, the supply will massively decrease, in which case I really do think the prices of Black Lotus will skyrocket. So for me, I'm just going to double down on this investment, because 9 gold each sounds way too cheap. And while I'm here and talking about Black Lotus, I just want to see how many of them are up for 9 gold each on the auction house, because as you just saw, I have 120 gold coming in through a staff sale, so if I can pick up some cheap Lotus for that price, I definitely will. So Black Lotus right here. Yeah, 9.2 gold. This sounds way too cheap. And once again, the bid thing comes into play, because as you can see, some of them have less than 2 hours left, and they're listed for 8.8, right? So I can probably try to bid on this one and try to win it for a little bit cheaper. 8.8 gold, and as you can see, there's a lot of them for 9.3 gold. So actually the prices could keep going down a little bit more, considering they've gone from 10.5 to 9.2 in the last 3 days. So the prices could literally keep going down to 8 gold, in which case I'm definitely buying all of them. Either way, that is my recap on the hardcore servers, what I've done so far in terms of content, gold making, and my plans have changed a little bit, because eventually I wasn't going to do any level 60 content. Now I've done about 8 dungeons, level 60 dungeons, like all Wings of Dire Maul twice, Lower Blackrock Spire twice, and yeah, I've been doing some content, level 60 dungeons, they're really fun, and I want to raid eventually, which I didn't think I was going to do on hardcore, and I'm focusing less on farming gold and more on playing alts, because I love leveling in hardcore. It's just really fun, and it's really fun to see how active the world is, so for me, leveling is fun. And I'm going to keep leveling alts. I also think I'm going to start a YouTube series here over on YouTube to upload the adventures of my druid alt, because I was planning on leveling or uploading the entire warlock leveling stream as well over on YouTube, but those expired on Twitch before I was able to, and for some reason YouTube doesn't automatically save streams that are over 12 hours, and on launch I streamed for 20 hours, 30 hours and so on every single day, so those streams, they are not to be found because YouTube has like a thing where if you stream for more than 12 hours, you have to stop the stream, restart the stream, so it's counted as 2 separate streams. So if you do a 13-hour stream, then it won't be saved, which is kind of sad because one of the reasons why I was streaming on YouTube at launch was to have that launch experience available, but it is what it is. At least I can upload my Druid adventure over on YouTube. So it's been a 20-minute video of me rambling. Hopefully you enjoyed the video so far. If you made it till the end, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll give your comment a heart as well. And let me know how your hardcore journey has been going so far, whether you're level 60, still leveling alts, farming gold. Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a blast playing hardcore or watching hardcore content. I just hope you're having fun. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.